Have you ever walked into the field with a rifle you swore you could trust, only to feel that creeping doubt as the bolt sticks, the group spreads, and the season's first shot turns into heartbreak? That's not bad luck, that's a pattern, and it's one the hunting community has been shouting about for years. What started as a simple question, "What rifle do you regret buying the most?" turned into a full-blown confession booth for frustrated hunters from Montana to Maine. From public land elk chasers to Midwest whitetail diehards, the answers were brutal. The regrets spanned everything from bargain bin bolt guns to rifles costing several $1,000s. But buried under the complaints is pure gold. Crowdsourced truth, the kind of field data you can't buy. For every lemon story, there was a shining counterexample. Rifles that earned unwavering trust through real hunts, real shots, and real meat in the freezer. Today, we're diving headfirst into that data. The rifles that broke hearts and the ones that restored faith. This isn't my opinion. This is the unfiltered voice of the people who pull triggers, not keyboards. Let's start with the 3 biggest hunter regrets. What I like to call the lemon list. The rifles that hunters vowed never to buy again. Savage Arms, the budget blind spot. Now, this one stings, because many of us have a Savage rifle we genuinely love. Savage has a reputation for raw accuracy and innovation, and when they get it right, they nail it. But the data paints a split picture. The overwhelming wave of regret centers on their budget-tier rifles, especially the Axis II XP series. Hunters report inconsistent quality control, rough bolt actions, and cheap injection-molded stocks that flex like plastic toys. This isn't conspiracy, it's manufacturing reality. When companies scale production to hit a low price point, something has to give. You've probably heard of the sticky bolt issue, the one that grinds when you cycle it after a cold morning hunt. That's the kind of small imperfection that ruins confidence. Sure, Savage has phenomenal aftermarket support. You can upgrade the stock, polish the bolt, swap triggers. But here's the cold truth. To get the legendary Savage accuracy, you have to climb past that $500 line and look at the Model 110 series. The morale? If you're buying a budget Savage, expect to do some work. You might need to lap the lugs, smooth that action, or upgrade components just to reach the rifle's potential. The brand isn't doomed, but their cheapest rifles carry the highest risk of buyer's remorse. Fierce Firearms, the premium price paradox. Here's where the psychology of high-end gear takes over. Fierce rifles are gorgeous, marketed as semi-custom precision tools, and priced like they're ready to compete with the best in the business. You unbox one, and it looks like a dream. Carbon barrel, tight machining, crisp trigger. But here's the gut punch. The reports of inconsistent accuracy and major quality control failures are impossible to ignore. When a rifle costs several $1,000s, a crooked barrel or an uneven chamber job isn't a small mistake. It's a betrayal. And the pain doesn't end there. Hunters have reported lackluster customer service, the kind that leaves you feeling ghosted after sending a rifle back for warranty repair. At this level, shooters expect concierge treatment. When they don't get it, the frustration turns from mechanical disappointment to emotional fury. If you're paying a premium, you should expect perfection, or at least a company that acts like your business matters. Too often, fierce buyers end up rolling dice when they should be hitting bullseyes. Christensen Arms, the carbon fiber conundrum. And here's the landslide winner for regret, the rifle that took more complaint votes than every other brand combined. Christensen Arms. This one's tough, because they should have dominated the market. Lightweight, aerospace-inspired carbon fiber barrels, sleek stocks, beautiful lines. It's every mountain hunter's dream rifle. But according to the real-world data, the dream often collapses under the weight of inconsistency. Hunters report wandering accuracy, where a rifle that once grouped tight suddenly opens up without explanation. Others describe tight throats, rough chambers, or misaligned bedding that destroys precision. When you're charging ultralight premium prices, that's unforgivable. Add in spotty customer service, and the pattern becomes systemic. The irony cuts deep. A company built on space-age materials somehow ends up producing the most frequently labeled lemon rifles in the modern hunting world. The analysis is simple. Carbon fiber innovation means nothing if your quality control doesn't back it up. So here's the takeaway. If you're paying for a carbon fiber barrel, you're paying for weight reduction, not a miracle. If that trade-off includes a risk of inconsistent accuracy, your value per ounce plummets fast. Seekins Precision, the value of excellence. This one surprised a lot of folks. Seekins Precision isn't a household name like Ruger or Remington, but within the circles of serious riflemen, the brand carries weight. The Seekins entry on the trust list wasn't born of hype. It was earned by reputation, craftsmanship, and consistent performance. Here's what hunters love about them. The rifles feel hand-finished. The machining is exceptional. The actions glide like they're on glass, and the fit and finish scream custom shop attention to detail. Seekins rifles aren't cheap, but here's the key difference. They justify every dollar. Hunters say you're not gambling with Seekins. You're investing in precision. The praise reads like a checklist of everything right with the rifle world. Bolt timing? Perfect. Trigger break? Predictable. Stock rigidity? Rock solid. There's no sense of cutting corners for cost. Every component feels engineered for longevity, not margin. Ruger, the working man's champion. Now, this one deserves a standing ovation, because Ruger has proven something that few major manufacturers have managed to pull off in the last decade: consistency at scale. The Ruger American line, especially the Predator and Go Wild models, stands as living proof that affordable rifles don't have to feel cheap or perform poorly. Hunters describe these rifles as shockingly good for the price. They're rugged, reliable, and astonishingly accurate for something that often costs less than a high-end scope. The feedback shows a consistent pattern: sub-1-inch groups at 100 yards, crisp factory triggers, and no-nonsense reliability in the harshest hunting conditions. Now, let's be fair. No rifle manufacturer is perfect. Some owners mentioned lemons, like a Ruger American Predator in .308 Winchester that refused to group. But here's what separates Ruger from the regret list: customer service. When something goes wrong, Ruger stands up, owns it, and makes it right, fast. One hunter described sending in a defective rifle and having it replaced or fixed without hassle. No finger pointing, no excuses. Tikka, the Smoothness Standard. And now, the undisputed king of the mountain. Tikka, the Finnish-made rifle that has quietly become the gold standard for production bolt actions across America. When hunters were asked about their biggest regrets, countless replies started with a simple phrase: just buy a Tikka. That's not fanboy talk. That's field-proven truth. Here's why. The Tikka T3X isn't just smooth. It redefines what smooth means in a factory rifle. The bolt cycles like it's on ball bearings, with no grit, no hesitation. The tolerances are so tight that shooters often compare it to full custom actions costing triple the price. And then there's the accuracy. Tikka rifles have an unwritten guarantee among shooters: sub-1-inch groups out of the box with factory ammunition. Not on a bench rest, not in a lab. Out in the dirt and cold where it counts. The confidence this gives a hunter is priceless. You can shoulder that rifle on day one and trust it to perform without adjustment, without voodoo load development, and without excuses. But the real secret behind Tikka's dominance is its simplicity. There's no gimmickry. The design prioritizes the action and barrel above all else, ensuring that every rifle leaves the factory capable of precision you can bet your tag on. Sure, some shooters wish for more aftermarket options or tactical variants, but those are side notes. The truth is, Tikka has become the buy-it-and-forget-it rifle, the one you grab when you need something that simply works every single time. It's not hype, it's heritage. It's the Finnish engineering mindset applied to the art of precision hunting. The result? A rifle that outperforms its price class so dramatically that even seasoned shooters call it the Smoothness Standard, the benchmark that defines how a bolt should feel. But the real story here isn't just brand loyalty, it's a roadmap. A survival guide for modern hunters navigating a market where marketing often overshadows merit. And in the next section, we're going to break that down into actionable lessons. The rules of rifle buying that'll keep you from wasting your hard-earned cash and maybe even save your next hunt. Now that we've torn through the heartbreaks and crowned the champions, it's time to extract the real value from this field report. The lessons that separate seasoned hunters from the ones still chasing hype. Because this isn't just about brands or model numbers. It's about understanding how the American rifle market actually works, where the money flows, where the quality holds, and where the traps are set. Let's call this what it is: the hunter's survival code for buying rifles in 2025.